The content on this channel is for historical and educational purposes only. These videos explore history through engineering and model making, and does not endorse any political ideologies. Thank you for your understanding.
Hi and welcome back. First of all, let me start by saying this. I cannot paint figures, I do not paint figures, I'm pretty bad at it. However, we're going to have a look at how you can improve the Henglong really bad German Tank Commander. I paint these up for new starters and at the club that we go to. I do it for nothing and people ask me how I did it, so I thought I'd do a little video to show you the basics. It just to really improve how bad the Henglong Tank Commander really is. What really helps me is the first thing I do is put him on a stick, and that helps me paint it. I know some guys like to stick them to paint lids and have special holders and cork and all sorts. Like I said, I don't care. This is just a really quick way to improve these really poor figures. I mean, these guys spend ages making their tanks, they could spend a lot of money on them, and then they have these terrible things on top. First job is get it on a primer. I use grey primer from Halford's, only the best. So, I've shown you what paints I use. You don't have to use these, just something similar. The first thing to do is put a light flesh colour over his face and neck. Don't worry, we're not painting eyes or doing any weird colours or whatever. Again, with model tanks, it's the 5 feet rule. If you don't see it at 5 feet, then what's the point? So this is what I used to do all my flesh coloured painting, is I use this dark umber artist oil, and I put a good layer all over the skin tone. Don't worry if you got too much on, don't worry if you get it on the uniform. This is why we start with the face and features first. Yeah, it's a bit hard to cross hands and paint. Again, there's nothing special about this. It's not going to win any awards. It's not an International Models look how good I can paint competition nonsense. And then when that's on, in a weird sort of counterintuitive way, we're going to rub most of it off. So you get a tissue, kitchen roll, anything like that, and just lightly, really lightly, just rub most of the oil off. And what will happen is the oil left in the nooks and crannies and details will stay, and you get this wonderful sort of faded, blended look. Don't forget to do under the chin and stuff, because you don't want this like weird splotches of brown. And the good thing is, you get it wrong, you can put more oil off and wipe it off again, because this is so easy to work with. And then when you're happy, it looks roughly something like this. And that is taken seconds compared to these guys that spend months painting faces. Pick whatever colour you want for hairs and eyebrows. I just picked a light brown colour against whatever I had to hand. This really does highlight how bad the moulding is on these figures. Then we're going to chuck the green on around his neck for his undershirt. Again, just a rough German field green. And out comes the black for the uniform. Again, it's shiny because it's wet. Don't judge me, I don't put gloss paint on for clothes. And as you can see here, we've just picked out the microphone and cables in black as well. Again, this is not complicated, it's really easy to do. So just use either a light grey or a turned down silver. I use oily burnt metal, I think, on mine. Just pick out the buckles, the medals, and the insignia on his hat and on his chest, and buttons and things. Then, because I think technically this guy's moulded with gloves on his hand, you can use brown, grey, whatever colour you want. I use a light grey. As you can see here, it just finishes those arms off nicely. So, we're going to just put some awards and things on his chest. We've got the little white splodge, for the want of a better term, on his lapel. And then we're going to chuck on a red stripe on top of that. You don't have to do this, it's just me being a bit... And I've got a bit of pink, and this is where you don't have to do this, but this really does elevate the model a bit. And you do the edges of his lapels and the top of his cap like that. Look. So easy and simple, really brings it out. And here you can see we've put that red line on his lapel as well, and that's about it finished really. And as you can see, that's really taken those bad, terrible, awful Henglong figures and made them half decent. And like I said, here it is. This is when he's finished. Again, you get the little headphones you can put on the top when he's done, if you so wish. You don't have to. They come in the bag of accessories with these figures. There you go. There they are. Look. Simple as that. But always, this is just a really simple how-to guide. These are not properly painted figures. These just make those horrible Henglong figures look passable on top of your really expensive, really well-painted tank, and it doesn't ruin it. So as you can see, there's 2 or 3 I've done here. These will go to the club for new members or youngsters into the hobby.